Morning students, this is your biology class in class 11 and our chapter is 2.3. We have to take a start our next chapter 2.3. In this chapter we study about viruses. So first of all, you know that what are virus. So virus is the another kinds of microbes which are the junction of living and non-living. So viruses are called the junction between the living and non-living. Now you can say that why they are called junction between living and non-living. So the reason is behind that, if viruses are outside the living bodies or living organism, then it behaves just like a non-living thing. It means that all the properties of living things such as respiration, transpiration or reproduction, nutrition, growth does not take place in outside the body of living beings. If the virus enter in the body of living beings by any means, then its all living activities becomes start, such as reproduction, respiration, nutrition, excretion. So all the living activities growth, these all the living activities are started when it becomes enter the living organism. So this is the reason that we can say that virus is the junction between living and non-living. Do you understand this? Now we have to take a start our chapter viruses. The term virus comes from a Latin word vivum. Vivum means liquid poison. It means that viruses are poisonous substance and they are harmful of life. So the Latin word vivum means virus. So virus derived from the Latin word vivum. It means liquid poison. The first viral disease in plant was discovered by Mr. Cossius in 1867 in tulip tree and is called as tulip break. So first viral disease in plant was discovered by Mr. Cossius in 1867 and the disease discovered in tulip plant. So this disease is known as tulip break. Along this, the tobacco mosaic virus, TMV, it means this virus, tobacco mosaic virus, found on the tobacco leaves. So next one is viruses are TMV virus is a crystalline form from which awarded by Nobel Prize Mr. Stanley, awarded by Nobel Prize in 1946 because Nobel extract, because Stanley has isolated tobacco mosaic virus TMV in its crystalline form. So TMV obtained in crystalline form by the Mr. Stanley in 1935, and due to its performance he awarded by the Nobel Prize in 1946. So he was awarded Nobel Prize in 1946. Now listen the definition of virus. The disease causing agent which are smaller than bacteria and are visible under electron microscope. So viruses are the disease causing microbes or disease causing microorganisms which are smaller than bacteria and seen under the electron microscope. Or viruses are intracellular parasite with protein and nucleic acid. So in their structure nucleoprotein are present. So viruses are intracellular parasite and it is made up of protein and nucleic acid. So virus body are made up of nucleoprotein and these are intracellular parasites. Now viruses have not been included in any of the 5 kingdoms proposed by Whitaker. The viruses is not in the 5 kingdom classification which was given by Whitaker. So virus, most of the biologists do not consider them as living entities. So most of scientists does not exist virus in living things. General characteristics of virus. Now we have to discuss general characteristics of virus. You know that virus work as a non-living thing or such as a non-living bodies in outside the living beings. If they enter in the living beings, then they perform all their living activities. So we have discussed some important properties of virus. First one is virus are granular structure which can be seen only with the help of electron microscope. Virus are very tiny granular structure which we cannot see our naked eye. It is seen only the electron microscope. Most of virus cannot be separated by bacterial filter. Most of them are not separated by bacterial filter because they are very less than bacteria. Size of virus are smaller than bacteria, so it cannot be separated by bacterial filter. All the viruses are parasite on other plant and animal. Most of the virus are as a parasite on plant and animal. So next one is viruses are very much specific to their host. It means that viruses are specified work as a specific host. They produce specific symptom on their host. Viruses produce specific symptom. Symptom means character. If they enter any host, then it shows its special character in them. Viruses are sensitive to humidity and temperature. They are very sensitive with humidity and temperature. So viruses are also sensitive to various mutagen and they show tendency of mutation. means its RNA or DNA shows mutant. Mutant means sudden change. So it shows very sudden change in short time of period. So they show the tendency of mutation. Now we have discussed nature of virus. Virus, you know that regarded as a link between living and non-living. So it possesses living as well as non-living character. Just a minute. Virus shows both the characteristics of living as well as non-living, because virus are the junction between living and non-living. So we have discussed first its living characters. The first one is growth and multiplication take place. Like living beings, viruses can grow and it can multiply very fast. So if we have a viral infection, then virus can multiply so many times faster than bacteria, and it becomes growth as well as multiply or multiplication. So it is the first character of living beings. Second one, found only in living host as a parasite. Viruses found only in living host as a parasite. It means when it enters the living host as a parasite, then it takes their own food by the host or from the host. Next one, they can replicate inside the living cell. Yes, virus replicate. Replicate means it can produce their own type of virus in the body of living beings. They are made up of nucleoprotein. This has been discussed in our previously. That virus are made up of nucleic acid and protein. So they are nucleoprotein. Next one, they contain nucleic acid, DNA or RNA. Both DNA and RNA are not present at the same time. Some viruses take DNA and some viruses have RNA. So DNA or RNA present in virus. They can synthesize nucleic acid. Yes, they can synthesize its own nucleic acid. It means they replicate. Replication means it synthesizes on type of RNA or DNA. So they are synthesized nucleic acid. They possess the property of exhibiting recombination of two or more viruses together infect the same host cell. So it means that two or more than two viruses infect at the same host cell. They show adaptation of various environmental conditions. Viruses are adapted in several environmental conditions like hot, extreme or cold season. So they are adopted by the environment. Next, mutation take place in virus. The most important characteristics that they change their DNA or RNA and they shows the property of mutation means sudden change in the structure of their DNA or RNA. Then they have shows the property of mutation. Now, last one, they causes disease in animal after infection. When virus infect any animal or living beings, then they cause disease in the living organism. So viruses are disease causing agent, and it causes many diseases in human beings and all the living organisms. Now, these are the some living characteristics features of viruses. Now we discuss the non-living characteristics of virus, because it shows both the properties living as well as non-living. That's why we can say that viruses are the junction of living and non-living. Now we discuss the property of non-living characters. So non-living characteristics of viruses are as follows. First one is they can precipitate and crystallize. Viruses can precipitate. Precipitate means it becomes settled down in the liquid solution. So such type of properties is known as peptidation, or so the settled down of virus shows its peptidation, or it is known as it shows the property of the precipitate. Now crystallization. Viruses form or convert in the form of small crystals. So it shows both the property of peptidation, it means it settles down in the form of precipitate, and another one, it is converted into the form of crystal. Now next property of non-living character is these crystals also possess the capacity of infection. These crystals are non-living, but they shows the property of infection. Why? Because if these crystals are entered in the human body or any organism body, then these crystals shows the property of infection and then infected the healthy person. Next one, they do not grow in cell-free artificial media. They do not grow in cell or free artificial media. So it can grow only inside the living cell. It does not grow in artificial media, cell-free artificial media. They show resistance with acid and base. Viruses show resistance for acid and base. No effect of sunlight. There is no effect of sunlight on the viruses. They do not contain cytoplasm and enzyme. Virus does not contain cytoplasm and enzymes. It made up of nucleoprotein. Metabolism absent, thus they do not respire. So outside the living body, they shows the character as a non-living, so they does not respire on outside the living body, and metabolic activities also not present in outside the living bodies in viruses. They are temperature resistant. They are temperature resistant means the effect of temperature does not take place on the virus. So these are the characteristics features of virus as a non-living and as a living. Now next one is shape and size of viruses. The shape and size of viruses is very such type of shape we discussed. First one is rod shape. some viruses are just like a rod shape. For example, TMV, tobacco mosaic virus, mumps virus, and influenza virus. And second one is tubercle. This type. Tubercle virus. Example, adenovirus. Example is adenovirus. And third one is tadpole-like virus. And this is the tail of tadpole. Tadpole-like virus. Tadpole, this is tubercle, and this is rod shape. So, tubercle shape virus and tadpole-like virus, example, bacteriophage. Bacteriophage virus. And its size varies from 10 micrometer to 300 micrometer. 300 millimicron. Millimicron. So this is the shape and size of virus. Some viruses are rod shape. For example, tobacco mosaic virus (TMV), which are found on the leaf of tobacco, तंबाकू जिसे अपन कहते हैं. Second one is cubic virus. Its shape just like a cube. Example, adenovirus. Third one is tadpole-like virus. It is the example of bacteriophage virus. The size of virus, this is the shape, and this one is the size. So size of virus varies from 10 millimicron to 300 millimicron. So viruses varies from 10 millimicron to 300 millimicron. Now, along with shape and size of virus, we have to discuss structure of virus. So, you know that viruses are chemically made up of nucleoprotein and never have cellular structure. Never have a cellular structure, cellular component like cell wall, plasma membrane, cytoplasm, nucleus, cell organelles, and other biochemicals are totally absent in them. So they does not have any cellular structure. A virus or viral particle consists of following three parts. First one is envelope, second one is capsids, and third one is nucleoids. So it may three organs or three parts. First one is envelope. Envelope means it is the covering of virus. Some viruses are surrounded by outer thin or loose covering is known as its envelope. It composed of protein, carbohydrate, and lipid. So the covering envelope of virus are made up of proteins, carbohydrates, and lipids. Now next one is, after the envelope, the next part of virus is capsid. The genetic material or nucleic acid of virus is surrounded by protein coat. So this is the protein coat or envelope, and its nucleic acid surrounded by a protein membrane or proteinous membrane. So it is known as the capsid. So capsid is the second part of the virus. First one is envelope, which is made up of protein, and second one is genetic material. Nucleic acid is surrounded by this protein coat, is known as capsid. So the protein coat in which nucleic acid is surrounded is known as capsid. Now next one is nucleic acid or nucleic acid. Nucleic acid present in the capsid, it is in the form of DNA or RNA. So in capsid, this is capsid and this is envelope. This is envelope. So this nucleic acid inside the capsid is in the form of DNA or RNA. So DNA or RNA is the nucleoid material which reside inside the capsid. So there are three parts in virus. There are no cell organelle, no cellular structure are there. Its outermost covering is known as envelope. Inside the envelope, a protein coat in which nucleic acid, DNA or RNA are present. So this is the structure of virus. Okay, so we have studied the virus in this chapter. Viruses are the junction of living and non-living, and we have discussed the different shape of viruses and its size. It is in rod shape, cubic shape and tadpole shape, and its size varies from 10 millimicron to 300 millimicron. Now, the structure of viruses has three parts. First one is envelope, second one is capsid, and third one is nucleic acid. So more about virus we can study in our next lecture. We have studied the types of viruses and some important plant virus, animal virus, and difference between plant and animal virus. Then after this, life cycle of bacteriophage virus. So our next lecture, this topic virus will be completed. Now till then you can read the chapter virus carefully in your books and prepare the note up to the structure of virus. Okay, so our next class we have to discuss some animal and plant viruses and bacteriophage and complete this chapter. So till then our lecture is over here. Till then, goodbye, thank you and take care of you.